What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, I already know what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Indomitable, bringing you another Destiny videos. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh, did you guys see that? Here, just in case you didn't see it, I'm not using self-res? Wow. Oh my god. Oh yeah, because I like to try not to use, things that everybody else uses. So let's get into the video. As you guys see, I'm using a Mida. I have my Iron Wraith or my Havoc Pigeon, whichever one it is, on my Warlock. I really don't play with my Warlock much, but I'm using Storm Tramp. And I mean, honestly, it's almost as OP as, your self-res class, but this one just gets complained about least because they don't have super OP like firebolt grenades that burn you forever. But this is me on my first match of my double carries in Trials of Osiris. Now, like I said, I was trying to double carry these guys. It turns out it didn't work. It was a little bit harder than I anticipated. I thought my teammates were just gonna, lay a little bit more help than what they really did. But, it happens. That's all I can really say. It just happens. Stuff happens. I feel like our communication was pretty good, but it could have been way better. But this right here goes to show you don't always have to go for the res. You don't always have to, push for your team. Sometimes it's better to just run. As you see, I ran around. I picked up every special on the map except for one, and that was at the bottom. But sometimes you see right there, I ran. I brought him in through a choke point. I turned around, I went to snipe him, got a body shot in on him, finished him up with a grenade. Now I can post his, I kind of like this spot right here. I knew that dude was right there, so it was pretty easy choosing and pickings for me. So I decided I want to post this orb up, and I already got one down. Now it's a 2v1 instead of a 1v3. So I was like, man, let's see what we can try to do. I go ahead and I get the pick off on him. Now, not gonna lie, I do die quite a few times, and from the looks of it, it looks like, oh well, we're just gonna steamroll these kids, and no. My teammates kind of have a listening problem. Now that should have been a headshot. That dude should have died, but I was then that dude just popped up in the middle of the screen like, hey, he can't hit me right here. But I have a really good friend on here. Dude's a really good player. Like, he is a really good player on here. His name is MWG, and the dude, he does double carries and stuff like that. And I played with him quite a few times. I run some sweaty matches with him and stuff like that, so I figured I would try it. But even he was telling me, man, when we was running trials earlier this morning, he was like, look, man, you gotta listen to, what your teammates are saying. You gotta listen to what's going on, stuff like that. Like, I would tell my teammates stuff, and they would just completely ignore it. Now, if it turns out for the better, then yeah, I can kind of understand if you have good reasoning for it. But if you don't have good reasoning for it, I really don't understand. Now, this right here is my bad. See, I picked that dude off, and my teammates actually get the dude behind me. So I was like, alright, perfect. It's three of us. One of them, he just picked up heavy. He should have died, but okay, he dies right there. He doesn't die because I couldn't bang him off the res. Okay, that's cool. My teammate has a rocket launcher, so I'm not sure how he's not killing them. And mind you, both of them had rocket launchers. Both of my teammates had rocket launchers. And alright, hold up. At this point right here, I'm telling my teammates, stay back with the orbs. Don't let him, like, I'm gonna chase him down. Stay back with the orbs. And then when I scope out, I'm like, oh, they're both chasing him. Like, I'm just gonna grab this special real quick, and then I'm gonna come right back over here to this orb, because I already know to the orb he goes. He's going for the reses like most people will. And this is what I was telling him. Even though he got a res and he killed the person, you know, that doesn't do much for us, because now look, he got a res again, and then now it's two of them alive. Now once again, I shouldn't have went for the air snipe. I don't know what I was thinking right there, going for an air snipe, but it obviously, way beyond obviously, not the right move to make.
10 seconds.
But I did it anyways. This is me up at 8 o'clock in the morning with no sleep, trying to play the game, and I just was making stupid mistakes, beyond stupid mistakes in this carry. Maybe I'll try to help carry them when I'm, you know, a little bit more well rested. But my teammate, I res him. He uses his Blade Dancer way too late, so that's a Blade Dancer wasted right there. And you know, I was already on a 10 kill streak. There was no way possible that they should have even had the ability to think about coming back for that right there. But hey, that dude was pretty laggy. That should have been a headshot, but it only procced for 107. And I mean, I try to tell my teammate, like, look man, they're hard scoping me. If you res me, you have to push me. And he missed on the push. Like, if you're being told that that the orb is being hard scoped, like, pushing is something you have to do. You have to be able to push that dude. Like, without a doubt, there's nothing. Like, I'm being hard scoped. You can see that glare on the screen that you're being hard scoped. You have to be pushed. And then right here was another mistake on my behalf. I jumped down. I should have stayed up top with them and where the orb was at, and I lost track of that guy right there. You know, it just, I really wasn't expecting them to do much. And then my teammate self-reses, which is bad enough that the first guy just wasted his Blade Dancer in the previous one. Now he wastes his self-res. And I'm just sitting here dumbfounded, like, really? Like, you really thought that was gonna work? Now this does go all the way until the it goes to the 9th round. It goes all 9 rounds. Thankfully we come out on top. It didn't. Look at that right there. Knowing where your partners are at are very important. Now I'm telling them, don't die, just stay back, you know, don't really peek, because I'm going around for the flank. And sure enough, as soon as I say that, boom, one of them goes down. But it's alright. I hit him with my Storm Trance. I get 2 of them down. I get that res. And then, you know, I get them and I tell them, I was like, one of them's gonna self-res. One of them is going to, like, it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, I'm not even worried about it. That's why I went over there and then I turned around just in case another one had a self-res, and felt a little ballsy about it. Now, I'm on like my 13th, 14th kill already. So, you know, a single player shouldn't have to get that many kills. And even though it is a double carry, you know, whatever, I can't believe I got picked like that. And I told him, you know, don't push me, it's good. And I messed myself up trying to run up this way, where I should have went with him and pushed that guy, but by then it was too late. There was absolutely nothing I can do. I put myself in that position. So once again, bad move on my behalf. And, you know, if you guys ever end up in a predicament like that, just know not to run that way. You know, all of my videos are trial and error and stuff like that. I try to help people as much as I can and give you know, as good as tips as I can. And like I said, this isn't really my first time trying to do a double carry, but you know, I haven't really had a chance to fully commit to a double carry like this. And if you get hit from anywhere, if you die, you instantly gotta call it out. You can't wait, because I was about to try to get the dude who was just down right there, but I knew that other guy was down there, scoped in. So I was trying to be wary of that. And then sure enough, you know, my teammate up top that I'm trying to carry, he dies. And this was actually a pretty good shot. He got me through that. That was actually pretty good. I can't be mad at him. Using a black spindle too. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But, you know, I'm sitting there trying to focus on this, and he gets hit, and I hear that he dies, but I don't know that the guy is rushing. You know, my teammate didn't know, like, hey, he's rushing. I had to get that dude away from that little spot right there, because he would have just continued picking off my teammate. But this is just way longer than what it should have been. And the reason they lost is because they didn't go for the res. If they would have gotten that other res, they would have had a much better chance of winning that right there. Thankfully they didn't. They didn't have any more self-reses or anything like that. They didn't, you know, have a chance to use any more specials or supers, whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something. If you guys like it, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more Destiny content, go ahead, slap that subscribe button. Leave a comment if there's anything you want to see. You already know who it is. Your boy Mr. Indomitable out. Everybody have a fantastic day. Look at that. 18, 8, and 10 revive.